Hey guys, Thunderstead here, and boy oh boy did your boy get baited by this box. I just completely screwed up this box going in. It was terrible, guys. So I looked at this box and I see two ultra rare Spellbook supporters. So I'm like, okay, that's all this deck is about. Spellbooks had already gotten unnerfed with Eternity coming off the ban list. We got a whole new Spellbook card from Carly Carbine, her regular version, level 40 reward. We get a brand new Spellbook card, and then we get two ultra rares of support. So I see that, I'm like, okay, Spellbooks, Slowbooks, they're coming back, whatever, I'm all for it. Jump on the wagon, that's all I aim for. I get 3 of the ultra rares. I see Witchcraft, I say, that's just lolly hype. Thunderstead doesn't simp for lollies, I don't care about the lollies. All this stuff, I missed out on so many good cards, guys. Like, I didn't even get the Aldergeist super rares, all this stuff. It was so bad. So I'm really stuck. I only got 1 of the Dark Magician girls. I only got 1 of the level 4 Witchcraft monster. It's really terrible. I was really counting on Spellbooks to be super strong with all this new support. And guess what? They are not, guys. It is not even that good. It's heartbreaking. 1 banish just isn't enough anymore. And then it's just not consistent enough no matter what we do with these High Priestess of Prophecy. And even with Temperance of Prophecy, it just can't be done, guys. It's not good enough. This card is probably just going to be splashed into other decks that have nothing to do with Spellbooks, because it's like a better lance for spellcasters because it won't lower your attack, things like that. But we'll go over the new cards. So like I said, this one's probably the best one from it because it'll have use outside of Spellbooks. Target one spellcaster type monster on the field and activate one of these effects. So it can be your opponent's spellcaster too. That face-up monster is unaffected by other spell effects this turn. That face-up monster is unaffected by traps. So you do have to choose one, but you can use it just like a Forbidden Lance when you're chaining to things. So it is a pretty strong card on paper. Really baited me to invest in it. High Priestess of the Prophecy, same thing. Sounds great. You revealed 3 Spellbook cards in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. All for that. Once per turn, banish 1 Spellbook card. Spell card from your hand or graveyard, then target 1 card on the field, destroy it. With Eternity unnerfed, I thought banishing 1 Spellbook card to destroy something is no problem. I completely invested in it, guys, and it is not that strong. I really messed up this box, so it's gonna be slow going. You're gonna have to forgive me. It's gonna be a while before I can make an Altergeist deck. It's gonna be hopefully soon before I can make that Dark Magician Girl deck. I'm really looking forward to that. Tons of ideas for it, but I only have 1 Dark Magician Girl, and then it's gonna be a very long time before I'm able to make a Witchcraft deck that's even worth anything. But I'm not really crazy about that kind of playstyle anyway. But yeah, guys, so failed investment in Spellbooks. There's also 2 other new cards that weren't in boxes. It's Temperance of Prophecy during your main phase if you activate a Spellbook card previously this turn. So at any point this turn, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 level 5 light or dark spellcaster monster from your deck. It was this girl, so that's our only level 5 light spellcaster. So you can use any card. You can even use your field spell, and that'll count. Tribute this boy, that's your girl. It's just another fast way to get to her. It's a little better than relying on pulling 3 spells, but it's still just not good enough, guys. And the other new card is the Grand Spellbook Tower, which is actually pretty good, but we're soft locked to just 1 of it. So once per turn during your standby phase, if you have a spellcaster type monster on your side of the field or in the graveyard, so it's pretty easy to activate, you can place 1 Spellbook spell card from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck, except this card, then draw 1 card. And then when your opponent destroys it, you can special summon 1 spellcaster type monster from your deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of Spellbook cards in your graveyard. So usually it's only going to be these boys. Or no, it said Spellbook. No, 1 spellcaster. So yeah, you could summon your Prophecy, but usually people aren't going to outright destroy it. I think I had it happen once with a Galaxy Cyclone or something, but other than that, it's just Blue Boy and the old shenanigans of Fate, Secrets, Master, Eternity, all that regular stuff. It's just not good enough anymore, guys. I was really I banked completely on this archetype, and it completely let me down this box. So I shouldn't have counted on Slowbooks to come through for me. I'm using attack charge to give our little 2500 monster a little more bite, and our little boy when we need it, just because we do need that attack. Using Spellbook of Power and Master for possibly a double power just isn't enough. So disappointed in this deck, guys. Very, very disappointed. Not that I was a huge Slowbooks fan to begin with, but very disappointing. So hope you guys enjoy nonetheless. I got 3 of these ultra rares, so I gotta play them somehow. But I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. We're going second. See what our boys got for us. So pretty ugly hand. This is actually a brick, so we really need something to turn it around. And we get just that with our Spellbook of Secrets. That's going to let us search our blue boy. Blue boy's going to search a Master, most likely. But he's actually going to search nothing because of a Divine Wrath. So we go back to our brick and let our opponent go. He seems to have a brick himself. So now we get our Temperance of Prophecy, very good card. We use our Spellbook of Wisdom on him just to trigger his effect. And now we can bring out our High Priestess. We're going to use her effect, banish an Eternity, banish a Secret to destroy a Wall of D. Good shot. Then we use our Eternity to grab that Secret, use that Secret to search our field spell. Use the field spell. We also have a live Spellbook of Fate, so we're ready to go. Opponent sets a monster. We banish it. Turns out we're fighting Gravekeepers. He would have returned us to our hand. So good thing we banished it. In our standby phase, we use the Grand Tower, and it top decks us a Spellbook. Secrets, guys. Fantastic field spell card. That's probably better than both the cards in the box. It's just terrible, guys. So anyway, Eternity again. Grabbing stuff back. Using power for exact lethal. Setting another live Spellbook of Fate and a Spellbook of Wisdom for protection. Here you'll notice I hit him for 1500, not activating Destiny Draw, and now my 2500 can swing for lethal without activating Destiny Draw. So we really played around it there. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are versus another Zane. I think that's 3. I think I got 3 Cyber Dragons and 2 Magician Girl replays. Very weird replays. So here we're starting with Secrets, so it's not a brick. Secrets into Blue Boy. Blue Boy is going to be in a Master. It's going to give us another search. We just have to reveal one of our spell cards, doesn't really matter which. Just show him another Secrets. Because why not? Now we got our Book of Fate. We would just have to chain our Wisdom to get a 3rd in the graveyard, and then we have a Banish, guys. So here our opponent's going to special summon a Cyber Dragon, special summon a Veer. He's going straight into his Cyberload Fusion, so we're going to chain our Spellbook of Wisdom. Very important we did it that quick. This way we can chain the Fate to the Rampage Dragon effect. So there's the Rampage Dragon. His effect goes off. We have 3 in the graveyard to chain our Fate. That's going to cripple this boy's play outright. Getting rid of 1 boss. He has to set a card to move on. We top deck our boy, Temperance of Prophecy, guys. Now we're going to Spellbooks of Secrets, a power. See, if only he was searchable. If he was searchable, or even if she was searchable, we'd be good to go. But they're just not searchable. So anyway, Eternity searches another Banish. She banishes it right back. We just hit an overflow, but that lets me know nothing our opponent can do. We show him our Spellbook of Power, and he is done for. Great stuff with exact lethal, guys. Alright, here's little Yugi. I believe that's D-Sod boy. Using Magician Girl is pretty weird. So here we're starting with the blue boy, but we already have our Secrets, so we're going to search our Master. Think of Master as just another copy of Secrets. All you need is another Spellbook card in your hand. We use the other Secrets to search our Grand Tower. Very cool card. Now we have our Master. Master lets us search Fate. Fate is not quite live. We set an Eternity as a bluff. Here our opponent uses the Chocolate Magician Girl, so we use our Fate to banish 2. Pretty much use it as a Canadia, so that's not bad. Now we top deck. Look at this, guys. We top decked a Prophecy, but thanks to the Grand Spellbook Tower, we gotta draw another card. We drew into our Spellbooks of Secrets. That's gonna set off our Prophecy. Fantastic combo when that spell card's really popping off for you. So that brings out our High Priestess. We're gonna use our Eternity to get our Master back to our hand. We're gonna use that Master, show him the blue boy, gain a Secrets effect, search a Spellbook of Fate. Now we're gonna activate our High Priestess, destroy that Chocolate Magician Girl, Spellbook of Power our blue boy. That's exactly lethal with a live Spellbook of Fate to fall back on. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are fighting a Zane. Going second. He's rocking a Dark Magician Girl and a Silent Magician sleeve it map. Pretty cool. Places 2. Look at that top deck, guys. We top deck a Prophecy, play our field spell. That counts. Let's play a Spellbook card, which will immediately bring out our High Priestess. She's going to banish a Spellbook of the Master from the hand. What an animal play was that. But we do it. Set of Wisdom. We know we're fighting Cyber Dragons. We hit definitely the wrong card. Here he's going to Concentrating Current right into our Dome. Pretty weird play, but we got to roll with the punches, guys. Now we top deck another Prophecy. All we gotta do is hit him with our Spellbook of Wisdom. That triggers his effect. Guess who's right back? It's our High Priestess. She's gonna banish a Spellbook of Fate from our hand. We target not the Cyber Dragon, but that card he just set. It was a second current, guys. He was gonna destroy a monster again. He has to pass his turn. We get our Grand Tower. Grand Tower lets us down and only draws us into a second blue boy. That's okay. We're gonna search our secrets and move on. Now we play the secret, search an Eternity. Eternity is going to be a Master. Now Master is live because blue boy counts for Master as a Spellbook card. Get a secret effect, search our Fate. Set the Fate. We swing with our High Priestess. He only banishes one Cyber Dragon. I didn't really want to keep swinging, but I just did, giving him more plays and more options. So here he top decks a Fusion Gate. That's why you really don't want to trigger that life point damage. Good thing we didn't attack with the blue boy, or that would have been an even 3k. So now we're just dealing with the twin Cyber Twin Dragon, which is not too scary for us. He destroys our field, but we already top deck a secret, and guess what? Our Spellbook Tower is still live, so our hand's nice and replenished. We even have 3 Spellbook cards right back. We're going to use Eternity. Already searched our Fate. That means we don't have to search it. Guess what? Fate's already live. Look at all those cards. We're going to banish that twin. Now we're using secrets once again. That's power, guys. Power's 1500. That's all we need for lethal. Opponent scoops. Great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a Zane Truesdale. I think it's comedy using Scud for Slowbooks because it's a annoying archetype and he's an annoying guy. So it works out pretty nice. Here we have a blue boy. 2 spells, so that means we can usually bring out our girl by just searching our 3rd spell. We get our 3rd spell regardless, so we're going to get a 4th spell with our blue boy. We search our field spell. We're going to start with our Book of Secrets to search a Master. Using our Master to go for a Wisdom, using it as a secret. So I'm doing all this before I reveal, just to feel out what my opponent has. And now I'm ready to bring out my High Priestess. All I did was reveal 3. I banished an Eternity and hit an Evolution Burst. So a Dragon Evolution Burst, this obviously is not an optimal Cyber Dragon deck, but we're doing just fine. So I set our secrets we bluffed. I'm just terrified of Cosmic Cyclones and Overflows, but it turns out I played around none of that. He hurts his life points for a ton of damage, but all he can do is summon 3 Protos, so that's not really intimidating anybody right there. And we still have the secrets, so we're going to be just fine. And plus, we get our Spellbook Tower in our standby phase. We put our Masters back in the deck. We hop deck a Priestess of Prophecy from that Grand Tower. Very lucky. Now we use our Spellbook of Secrets, search a blue boy. Blue boy's going to normal summon, search a Master. Now Master is going to let us search once again. All that Slowbook shenanigans. Imagine having to actually sit through this. Now I get to use Spellbook of Eternity after we banish another card to destroy a Proto Dragon. We get it right back with our Eternity. Now we're using Spellbook of Power on our boy. We set our Trap and Spell Negation. We set another live Spellbook of Fate, and just swing for lethal over the easy monsters. So I want to tell you, this is the new meta. I want to tell you this is going to go out there and kill it. I want to tell you Slowbooks are the cancer of Duel Links once again, but it is not the case, guys. It's just not consistent enough. Even in its bottom tier play, which is just one live Spellbook of Fate, it's just not good enough, guys. It's just not. It's like one Cosmic Cyclone most of the time. Like, if you're fighting a Dark Magician, you don't want to banish one of the Dark Magicians. It's just all bad. I'm very disappointed in Slowbooks. I really just fully invested into them and in this box. So, it's going to be pretty touch and go here for a while. Bear with me while I dig for that Dark Magician Girl, because I really want to get to that deck. But I can't with just one copy of Dark Magician Girl. So it's going to be tough, guys. But, stick with me. Thanks for watching.